Welcome back, everybody. It is Thursday, September 18th. We have an awesome Frenzy show for you today. I'm with my friends Brennan, Giustino, and Fernando. All right, to start us off today, we have our headlines of Paige Bueckers was just named the WNBA Rookie of the Year, beating out Sonia Citron. So with Bueckers, Juju Watkins, and Caitlin Clark set to be in the league shortly, who do we think is going to be the face of the WNBA nowadays?
I mean, the face of the WNBA is going to remain to be Caitlin Clark. Paige Bueckers put up a tremendous season this year for the Dallas Wings. Viewership's up 21% this year in 2025. But Clark missed most of the season, and you could say if Clark was able to play for most of the season, the Fever would be in a better spot than what they are right now. And just even going back to college, Caitlin Clark, you knew she was born for this dream role. She had all the brand deals with Nike and others, and whenever she came into the NBA, you knew, or the WNBA, you knew she was going to be the face of the league.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, the popularity increased when she got to the league. Also, to be honest, even people who don't watch basketball know who Caitlin Clark is.
Exactly. Yeah.
So she's gonna obviously be the face for till she retires. To be honest with you.
So I agree that she will continue to be the face of the league, but I think we should really talk about A'ja Wilson being the face of the league nowadays. She's a 3-time MVP. She has 2 championships, a Finals MVP. I mean, she is clearly the best player in the WNBA right now. Do we think that there should be a switch to that? What do you
She's the best player in the WNBA, but the face of the league moving forward will be Caitlin Clark. It might not be right now in terms of stat-wise, because some of these other players are better. I mean, it's just point blank. But again, compared to Michael Jordan, when he came in the league, he wasn't the best statistically right away. It took a couple of years, and then once he didn't deal with injuries like Clark has. So once she's back on the court more, I think it'll be kind of a transition. But and you see it too in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark gets beat up all the time.
I was about to say,
she gets beat up all the time on the floor. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where she has a target on her back at all times.
Absolutely.
And let's not forget, it's going to be her 3rd season. You don't get acclimated to professional basketball in 2 seasons. You need time. She's going to come back from injury, and I'm telling you right now, she probably will put up her best season in those.
The best season this year, bookmarked by Fernando, guys. Come back to this in a couple months to talk about it. All right, coming back now, we had the Champions League just kicked off this week again as well. We had some really big games. Any of you guys, any thoughts?
I mean, he was watching one earlier.
You're fine. I mean, I watched Barcelona before we got on air, but I mean, I'm so good to be back. I mean, I just hate that this team won last year, but PSG will probably be in the run to win it again. I think Barcelona is another team. I think they should have made the final, but we're not going to remember that game. It's a pain for me. But I mean, Real Madrid, they got a new head coach, Xabi Alonso. Liverpool is still there. They win at the death all the time for somehow.
Yeah, what is this Madrid luck that Liverpool's getting nowadays with these wins at the death? I mean, Virgil van Dijk looked like Sergio Ramos with that last-minute header to win a game against Atletico Madrid. That is Sergio Ramos to its T. What's going on? It's unbelievable. I mean, Madrid also, though, got very lucky this week.
Oh, yeah.
I would not say a penalty. They got a lucky penalty at the end of the game to win it.
It was controversial. I agree. I mean, one team I do want to talk about a little bit, even though they did lose today, is Napoli.
We can talk about Napoli for hours.
I do think Napoli could be a sneaky good team this season. I mean, they did win the Italian league last year. Absolutely. They got De Bruyne, they got the reinforcements. They still have a good coach, so
absolutely.
Don't be surprised if this team makes a deep run.
So Napoli got very unlucky today when I would argue their best player got sent off in the first 20 minutes, and after that they were just playing catch up the whole time with Man City. I think if you get a full Napoli squad with everybody who's healthy, they'll be able to go in and actually put up a very good fight against most of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, also Chelsea, they're here. They're the defending club world champions. The Atletico's still there.
I mean, did you watch the Chelsea game though yesterday? They got outclassed by Bayern Munich.
But it's Bayern Munich.
Absolutely.
They're a great team. You can't deny it. They have Harry Kane. They have stars all over the place. So that's a loss. That was a given loss. And they were playing on the road. In Germany, it's not always easy.
Yeah.
And they get an easy schedule coming up. Chelsea. The only hard games they have is Barcelona and then Napoli.
They got to go to Naples, and trust me, that's not an easy place to play. I can tell you that.
Chelsea can easily get past this round.
Well, when you spend £2 billion, I hope your team's pretty good. You know what I mean?
I know.
Spend $2 billion. I hope you guys are pretty good.
Yeah.
Then one more thing I want to lead off with from this Champions League is Marcus Rashford is back. The 2 goals he scored today, a brace from Marcus Rashford, a rocket worthy of the Puskas Award is a goal. He is so back getting ready for that World Cup. I can promise you that. He'll be starting for England on the left wing at this World Cup.
Well, I mean, he's going to go back to the bench when Jamal comes back, but I mean, he'll play much better, but I still don't think he'll be World Cup material come June.
All right, we've talked a lot about the Champions League, but let's move on. College football had some great matchups this week. Jackson Arnold is returning to Oklahoma with Auburn, and Indiana is taking on Illinois in the battle of 2 of the Big Ten. what matchup are you guys most excited for?
I mean, Banning, I think this Indiana-Illinois game is going to be insane. I mean, this is one of those games. It's a chess match. I had in my notes, Kurt Cignetti, Brett Bielema. Both teams like to run the ball. Both teams have very good quarterbacks this year. Francisco Mendoza and Luke Altmaier have been tremendous this season. Both going to be top quarterbacks in the Big Ten. I think that's the premier matchup of the week. Game day, I'm surprised they didn't go there. They chose to go to Miami for Florida-Miami, but I mean, that's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, Mendoza's been great. I mean, he's had 780 total yards, 11 touchdowns, no picks. He's only been sacked once. Last year, he was sacked 41 times, so he's actually getting protection this year. And he had 18 touchdowns last year. He has 11 right now. I think the spread's about 6 or 7 right now, so it'll be a great game.
So I have a question about it. So Indiana's had such a cupcake schedule coming into this week. Do you think that they're actually mentally and physically prepared to go in and play a big, like, top 25 matchup like this?
I mean, it's going to be tough. I don't think they're prepared for this week. I think Illinois has the upper hand in this one, but their schedule this year is a little brutal. They have Penn State, they have Ohio State, and they have Illinois. Last year, they had one of those teams. They had Ohio State. They had one loss. That's why they made the playoff. Kurt Cignetti last year scheduled that perfectly. Like, his team was good enough. They scheduled it in a way where they got into the playoff, and then Notre Dame embarrassed them. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of, if you're going to use that kind of formula, Penn State's using that a little bit this year with their non-conference schedule. But, I mean, I like the fact that Illinois challenged herself going on the road to Duke. They beat a really good Duke team. They blew them out there. So, I mean, that's going to be a good matchup. But then the other one, Jackson Arnold going back to Norman, Oklahoma to take on his former team. Brent Venables has that team really on fire right now. John Mateer, big reason why.
Yeah, I agree. Like, Oklahoma's coming really hot in this game. They beat Michigan last week. I mean, 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago?
I think it was 2 weeks
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago, and I mean, Auburn is climbing up. They're playing much better, so this would be a good one. But I do agree, Illinois, Indiana is the one to watch because Because to be honest, like, the winner might control a path to the college football playoff.
Yeah. It's very true. Yeah, and Illinois got a really good chance right now. Indiana's going to have to go through a gauntlet. And then the other game, Florida-Miami. I mean, right now, Billy Napier, I mean, it didn't look good last year with the schedule we had. This year, it's pretty much the same. The seat's really warm, and Cristobal's got, like, one of the best teams he's ever had at Miami. Carson Beck has house money right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's playing with house money, and he's going against a Florida team that Lagway threw 5 picks last week.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they look terrible.
No, I think Miami should destroy Florida. I don't know why the spread is -6, 7.5. To be honest with you.
7.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, every single week, even though they're unranked, they're playing a ranked team every
and they're
week.
at home too, so I don't. Something doesn't add up.
Every week, it's always a touchdown spread. It seems like, and then it just doesn't happen that way.
And then Miami already beat Notre Dame. They beat South Florida. They've gone through good teams. So like,
Miami team has showed they're legit. Exactly. And that Florida team, they look bad against LSU. I don't know if you guys watched it. They just looked bad.
Yeah, they didn't
sloppy,
look good. Yeah.
Not put together football.
No. Yeah,
Napier needs to get on his players.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that are like that right now. I mean, Notre Dame's challenged themselves the first 2 weeks, and they've kind of paid the price for it. I mean, I think there's a couple teams that are probably worse than them that are ahead of them in the rankings right now. But the fact they're still 24th is even. It's hilarious that they're still 24th.
And they'll still probably make the playoffs in their basketball division.
Yeah, I mean, they'll win probably 10 games. They don't really play anyone tough, but yeah. Indiana, Illinois, that's the game to circle this week. The big chess match.
I couldn't agree more. All right, speaking of college football, some players have been performing incredibly well this season. They may have stuck their way into the Heisman conversation. Let's head to the board and give us your Heisman favorite for this week.
Fernando goes first.
Okay, I'll start it off. All right, my Heisman pick for right now is Carson Beck. Listen, he left Georgia. It was understandable, but now this guy looks like he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. He beat Notre Dame, he beat South Florida, and he's been playing really well. The team went from number 10 in the country in the first week to number 4 in the span of 3 weeks. They're playing significantly well on offense. He has 800 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, and he has a completion rate of 80%. That's really good. Miami controls their destiny to the playoff. If they beat South Florida, you can book them for the playoff. Beck looks really good. He's going to get better as the season progresses. So don't be surprised if they're in national championship contention.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. When you're a team that's in national championship contention, you have a quarterback that's playing like with house money out of his mind. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good pick. Miami just looks really good right now overall.
They look talented squad.
Yeah, talented. I mean, last year they had Cam Ward, who is talented enough, and now you just replace
Just
him
the
with
number one
Beck.
draft pick.
Yeah, number one
Nothing
draft
exciting.
pick, not really anything special. You know, he's a Heisman finalist, and then you just replace him with Carson Beck, who would probably be one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's not forget he was always good at Georgia. It's just like the injury happened, and
Yeah, well,
Some
the
bad
injury last
plays
year.
that plagued his career, but he's still a good
Absolutely.
quarterback.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. All right, I'm up next. Now, this guy, a little bit under the radar. I knew none of you guys would pick him just because he's kind of at a smaller school, so to speak, but this is a school with a lot of history. Sawyer Robertson, the quarterback for the University of Baylor Bears. It's a great picture right here, picked by Luke Stefanisko. I just think when you look at quarterback play so far, Sawyer Robertson's been the best quarterback in terms of playing the position. 10 touchdowns so far, 2 interceptions in 3 games this season. And, I mean, I think just in general, you really can't go wrong with a pick like this. Baylor has a big game this week, boys, against Arizona State. And if they win that game against Arizona State, they'll be at the top of the Big 12, which is something that I think really gives him a big boost in the odds because, again, coming into this year, Sam Leavitt was talked about as being the top quarterback in the Big 12. Guys like Josh Hoover, among others like Kevin Jennings, were other quarterbacks that were supposed to be better than him. But right now, after last season, Sawyer Robertson's putting up the best stats right now. And besides the loss they had to Auburn, they'd be undefeated right now. They beat SMU in overtime. They played Auburn really well, who's now ranked. So, I mean, Sawyer Robertson, in my opinion, has a fast track to the Heisman, and right now he's, in my opinion, the favorite to win it.
Yeah. I like Sawyer's play a lot. But again, like asking, coming from the Big 12, do you think that the committee is going to put someone from the Big 12 into that
I mean,
conversation?
yeah, that's the hard part about it right
Yeah.
now, because Heisman really is political in that regard, because they really do base it off of kind of like last year. Travis Hunter played both ways. That kind of gave him the award by in itself over Ginty. And in this situation, you have a lot of good quarterbacks, but you don't know like who's going to end up like coming through in the end, because there's a lot of guys, like even in the Big Ten, like Aller, Dante Moore, Julian Sand. There's a bunch of what ifs at the quarterback position right now that just haven't been answered.
Hey, Julian Saint's a freshman. I don't think we could throw him in that conversation
exactly.
yet.
Well,
I
I'm saying
hesitate
throw
to
them
throw
around.
Saint
I mean,
in
they've
that
played a lot of
conversation
bad
yet.
opponents. Yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's just a lot of what ifs among other quarterbacks, especially in the SEC too. A lot of what ifs.
Yeah, we all thought Arch Manning was going to be
Exactly.
good.
That's the
And
other
what's
thing.
going on?
Arch Manning is, yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. Manning
There's
hasn't looked great.
So many talented quarterbacks around now. It's so hard to you could even
Yeah.
say anything.
Yeah, because preseason it was Manning. I mean, that was the pick. Like it was Manning. Like he was going to win it. And then after week 1, everyone jumped off the ship.
Exactly.
Every single
Yeah, and no
person
one's
jumped
on
off.
that.
And it's gotten worse.
And nobody's
no-
hopped on
nobody's
either
gone
yet.
on yet. It's gonna take a little bit of time.
That's it. The ship's going down.
It's going down.
Really
yeah.
quick.
I
really
mean,
bad.
Sarkisian's got to figure it out. His defense is good. His offense has looked terrible.
Yeah.
And they're playing the SEC. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get better.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Next up, I have Marcel Reed from Texas A&M.
Good pick.
So far, he's had his Heisman moment. When we talk about the Heisman every year, you got to think of that one moment. He already has that. Beat Notre Dame on 4th and game, not even 4th and goal. That was it. And they go down, win the game, 41-40. I mean, he's been fantastic. Over 1,000 yards, 10+ touchdowns, and he's in the SEC, like we just talked about, going against teams like the Big 12. We're not sure if they'd be able to go out there and get it done, but a guy in the SEC with a tough schedule, I think he can get it done this year. And he's going to have some tough games, so we'll see how that goes for the rest of the year, but he's been great.
That's a really good
I like that pick.
That's a really good
Oh,
pick.
yeah.
And coming into the season, I think Marcel Reed is in that Kevin Jennings type of quarterback archetype where he like is a mobile quarterback. Marcel Reed
Yeah.
runs the ball a lot. It's just about, can he throw the ball? You know what I mean? Can he throw it well? And he has so far this year. I mean, you win a game. I mean, like you said, Heisman moment is
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, and
it
you
is
talked,
big.
you talked about a Notre Dame moment. Like, that is as clutch as you can get. Like,
Yeah.
you go into the Notre Dame,
Yeah.
the game on the line, like, there's no better time to show why you are like a Heisman candidate.
Absolutely.
That's one of the reasons Milrow was even considered a couple years ago because of that third Isaiah Bond.
Yeah.
Literally, that
4th
one
and
throw
26.
gave him a chance to win the Heisman.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
All right, and then let us round us off here at the board. And this is my pick right here. I have John Mateer. John Mateer came into the season absolutely flying. They haven't played the best competition yet, obviously. They had Temple week 1 where he had 400 passing yards, 600 rush yards. 60 rush yards. He absolutely balled out. And then he had Michigan come down, and he took care of business. He controlled the tempo of the game with his legs and his arm. And I don't think they have that good of a receiver room out in Oklahoma, and he's still being able to ball out. So I think with that and a hard schedule, he'll be able to keep his name in the Heisman finalist conversation.
I know you wanted to pick Beck. You talked about it before the show. But, I mean, listen,
Yeah.
Mateer's a gamer.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
one of those
absolutely.
quarterbacks that's like he has a baseball background. He's one of those, like, baseball,
Yeah.
gunslinging quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Those guys are always competitors. They always go out there and they give your team a chance to win.
And then I think he's a lot like the Marcel Reed, where he can run the ball like no
Yeah,
other.
he can run the ball, yeah.
He can dictate the tempo of a game with how he runs the ball, I think, in my opinion.
And we're learning in college football, like, a quarterback with mobile ability is very important.
Yeah, it is very important. It's
Jaden
very
Daniels.
important, yeah.
Daniels.
Yeah, because Daniels, when he was so mobile when he was in college. Like, he really, like, that LSU team wasn't great win-loss wise, but his stats were insane.
Yeah.
It's thing, running the ball is huge.
Michael Penix too. I mean, the same year.
They run the ball. Yeah, if you can run the ball, you're a very
Mm-hmm.
valuable asset.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and then going next segment here, we have October's coming very near, and so is MLB postseason. What teams are you guys thinking clinch a playoff and really like make themselves known this offseason?
Go ahead. You want it?
I mean,
Do you want to pick your Phillies?
Can I say the Phillies even though they technically clinch?
Absolutely.
Okay, then I'm going to say the Phillies. I mean, they have the second best record in baseball. They've really played so much better since the Zach Wheeler injury. It's just like this shows how much depth they have. They just won 2 out of 3 games against the Dodgers on the road. I mean, they won them without Trey Turner, Alec Boehm, like so many pieces that are crucial to that team. They're very deep. They have a lot of depth. They finally have a bullpen with Juan Duran.
Duran's good.
It has all the pieces to win a World Series. But I'll say this: they need to get home field advantage throughout the entire
true.
playoffs because I saw this stat. They are 51-24 at home. Guess their road record.
Like
40 and 38.
Wow.
That is a significant difference.
Yeah.
You don't want to go into Milwaukee. Come NLCS because you could easily run into trouble. If you have home field advantage, the chips are on the table for you to win it all.
Yeah,
So
and
the
I
only
mean,
thing I can ask about the Phillies is we've been saying this, I feel like, for 3 years now, that they have all the pieces. You know what I mean? Like they're the most complete team. I feel like I've been hearing that for a couple years. Do you think that this year's finally the year they're going to get over that hump?
I do. I actually do think.
Okay.
It does suck that we don't have Wheeler. I'll say that. It does suck, but there's something about this team that is so special. I learned it a lot during that Dodgers series. They were down 3-0. They came back to beat them in the first game. They were down 6-0 against the. Oh wait, was it 4-0 against the Dodgers? And they came all the way back to win. And even guys like Rafael Marchand were stepping up, Weston Wilson, like those guys who are in the minors with the Lehigh Valley Iron Picks were stepping up. Like they have talent everywhere. So I think this could be the year.
Do you think?
I mean,
you pretty sure?
When's Wheeler supposed to come back? That's like the big question. Is he supposed to come back at all, or is he
no,
out for the year?
he's
Okay,
done,
he's out.
he's done.
So I mean I think that's one of the main reasons that he doesn't, or that the Phillies don't go far, right? I mean, and the teams I have circled are the Brewers and Tigers, small market teams. I think, to be honest, the pitching staff's one of the main reasons why. The Brewers are second in team ERA with a 3.61 ERA, and Mizorowski's coming back off that injury now, and their pitching staff is deep. It's deep. I mean, they have Mizorowski, they have Priester having a career year, they have Quintana having another sensational year. I mean, they just look really good. Woodruff's now finally getting back to his form. You know what I mean? Like, they look really good right now, and I think they're a team that's going to make noise in the National League. And then the Tigers, when you have an ace and at your pitching staff, like that's what's going to be missing for the Phillies this year, which is tough because Skubal's a really good ace in the playoffs to have. And I think that's going to be a main reason why they go deep in the playoffs.
But there's a difference between the Tigers and the Phillies. At least, like you can make make up the loss of Wheeler with Christopher Sanchez, or Ranger Suarez, or Luzardo even.
Yeah.
For the Tigers, like who is your number 2?
I mean,
after Skubal.
I think you have Mize and then you have Reese Olson. I think those are the couple other guys that are going to be coming in right after them. So, I mean, listen, it's not as good as the Phillies, right? Their pitching staff's not as good, but I think the Tigers have some momentum on their side in terms of, like last year, no one expected them to do anything last year.
Yeah, all I gotta say is I feel you guys are forgetting one thing is that the Yankees are still playing baseball.
Okay.
The Yanks are
Are you
still
gonna
out
go
there.
take that? Yeah.
Those who I got down
Oh,
here.
you had
My
that,
Yanks,
yeah?
I mean, as simple as this, Aaron Judge is the best player in the world when he's playing his game.
Yeah.
And if he can perform in the playoffs, I have no thoughts that the team around him won't do enough. I'm not saying they're going to be special. They'll do enough to at least make it, I think, close to the World Series again.
Well, there's a team that did win 8 games in a row against them this season, 9-4 against them in the Red Sox, who have an ace. We're talking about aces, Garrett Crochet.
Yes, you do.
I mean, second probably in Cy Young this year.
Yeah.
Trevor Story has reinvented himself this year, and they're 4-2 against the Astros also this year. So talk about beating teams that they're probably going to play. They'll probably sweep the Yankees.
Yeah. Listen, that's going to be an awesome play. If that's a playoff series, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's going to draw him.
That's going to draw him so many great
But
ratings.
I think that's almost as like an in-division NFL game. It's like you don't. It doesn't matter who's playing when it's an in-division game.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 split,
Exactly.
right? Anything
Yes.
can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't think any type of sweep like that would
Listen,
happen.
I think
there will be a bomb on the field before anything like that happens.
personally, the Yankees and their bullpen are really the reason I'm hesitant on them right now.
Yeah,
That's the one reason.
There's a reason I didn't say a word about the bullpen. There's a reason I didn't say a word.
Aroldis Chapman is having one of the best seasons by a closer I've seen in a while. He didn't give up a hit for like 30 innings straight, and that's something that you don't see. And at his age, you know what I mean? You don't see that. He's having a career year, in one of his last years potentially in baseball.
Yeah, I know, that's insane. Like he's having a great season, even though he did have that blemish against the A's. He was playing out of his mind before that.
I know, yeah.
And they have the second lowest ERA out of the bullpen.
Red Sox go into the ninth with a lead.
Yeah.
You have a great chance to come out of that game with a victorious.
Listen, Carlos Rodon has to step up in the playoffs if you guys go far. Because
Aaron
right now
Judge.
he's going to be...
And Max Fried.
And Aaron Boone.
And Max Fried.
And honestly,
Aaron Boone.
just
Like
leave Aaron Boone on at home, right? You know what I mean?
Like, are you sure you
just
trust
let
him?
the players to show up, leave Boone at home, and I think it'll be better.
Yeah, Boone bringing in Cortez was one of the biggest blunders I've ever seen in a play. I know you don't want to talk about that.
Let's relax.
I want to ask, why aren't we mentioning the Dodgers? I'm just wondering,
They don't look like a team that they don't look sexy right now at all. They really don't.
Exactly.
They really don't. They have Ohtani, but look at his numbers. He's striking out at a rate that he hasn't done in many years. He has as many home runs as he's had in previous years. But look at the rest of their team. Betts is having a bad year, right? Let's just put it blank. And their pitching staff hasn't looked tremendous. They're hurt, right? They're bumped and bruised. Yeah.
Why did nobody think the Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl last yeare, even though they were 13-2 or whatever?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's because they looked bad. They won games, right? That's what matters. But they didn't look good doing it.
But let's not. They've been hurt. They've had the injury bug. They lost so many players on the pitching staff, but they're getting healthy now.
Yeah.
Like Blake Snell is back. He's playing well. Glasnow's still there. They get healthy. Come October, you can't rule out this team.
I don't think you can just get healthy though and roll like that. You know what I mean? I think if they're gonna get healthy and roll, they're gonna need to do that soon.
You got to do it now.
Yeah, now
You
they
have
need to
build
start
in
rolling
that
players in now because
Yeah.
you can't just throw dudes in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well,
So-
the other big thing's the NL wildcard race because right now the Mets. I mean, listen,
Oh,
the
the
Giants,
Mets.
the Diamondbacks are a game back. The Giants are a couple games back. The Reds are right on their tail. The Mets are in a real bad spot right now.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
beautiful to see.
Their
too.
pitching
Yeah,
staff's
it's great
in
to see.
So
shambles.
nice to see too.
And listen, their hitters have gotten better, right? Juanso has gotten better as the year's gone on, but he still is not playing like he did last season. So it really makes you wonder, come playoff time, if they sneak in, I think they have a chance with their pitching staff. They're relying on rookies.
All I'm going to say
Yeah.
is Soto's in the wrong borough of New York. I can tell you that. He's in the wrong borough. All right. But now we have another week of NFL slates coming. All right, let's take a look and predict some of these matchups around the league, guys.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear them.
What
First
do we got
one.
first here?
First one's going to be, I believe, Rams-Eagles. right?
Rams-Eagles. What do you guys think about this Rams-Eagles game?
This is a really good game. Let's not forget the Rams were the only team in the playoffs who gave the Eagles a run for their money.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
And they could have won that game easily, unless it wasn't for that interception. But I've learned that throughout these 2 weeks that the Eagles can win even when they're not on their A game. This is a really good Eagles team.
Yeah.
They're going to be at home. I think the Eagles come out in the end as a
It looks like
victorious
the
team.
Chiefs from last year, honestly. It looks similar to the Chiefs from last year,
that's
using
how
a bit
I'd
of
put it,
devil
too.
magic and kind of finessing your way to a win.
False starts.
Because, Jalen Hurts, let's just put it blankly, he's got the Mamba mentality. He knows how to win. That's kind of like, it just has.
He's not playing well.
He has the
But he's
winner's
getting the
mentality.
job done.
winning.
But he's getting the job done.
That's the thing. If you get the
know.
wins,
I
I
think
think
this-
it really, all those other stats can be put away just because you're getting the win. I think it really is the ultimate factor.
I actually think they play the Rams this week, and the Rams are too talented of a team to let them squeeze out a win like that.
I think
You know
the
what
Rams
mean?
are winning.
I have the Rams winning
Matthew
as well.
Stafford masterclass.
Offensively, they look good, and they're not playing the snow this time, which
But they
gives
did-
them an advantage.
A lot of help.
But they didn't look good against the Rams, and against the Titans, they had to it took till the third quarter to finally pull out that game. But for me, the Eagles are just a really good team. Jalen Hurts doesn't get enough credit, as much as I hate to say it. He's a guy who just knows how to win.
That's the thing.
That's-
It's a Mamba mentality. You know how to win.
How I'd actually put it this year is I think the Rams are going to win this game, and it's going to wake the Eagles up. I think they're going to lose this game.
it's
It's going to be a
true.
two-score loss, and they're going to be like, oh, wait, we actually have to play football and try. Let's do that.
Listen, it's all infringing on Jalen Carter, man. Just don't spit, man.
Yeah.
do not get ejected right away, man. I mean,
They won without him.
yeah, they did win without him.
But I could say that they should have lost, but we're not going to discuss that.
All right, then our next game on the slate is the Cardinals at 49ers.
I'm surprised the Cardinals are 2-0. That's the one thing that is surprising about this one. But Mac Jones is probably going to play. Purdy still looks with that turf toe like he's not going to play. It's a toss-up, but I think the 49ers win this game.
Really?
I think it's just like it goes back to Robert Saleh being there, in my opinion. Robert Saleh being the defensive coordinator, I think, really helps Kyle Shanahan because they were missing kind of that aspect last year on defense. And I think, listen, Kyler Murray's looked great. That defense, Jonathan Gannon has done a very good job at revamping that Cardinals defense. I mean, they haven't looked good in a while, and he's revamped them to a good stature. McBride looks good. Harrison looks good. But, I mean, the Niners, Jones looked great. Mac Jones looked great last week.
280 yards, 3 touchdowns.
It was against
from
the
Mac
Saints.
Jones.
It was against the Saints, but I will say the Saints on defense are better than I think people give them credit for.
They've been playing tough. They're not good, but
They're
they've been
better
playing
than
tough
people
the
give them
first 2
credit
weeks.
for. On offense, they have Rattler at quarterback.
But I mean, with
That's-
Spencer
better than
Rattler
Caleb
at quarterback,
Williams.
that means it's bad.
Well, I mean, Spencer Rattler has better stats than Caleb Williams right now. So what are we talking about?
I know that's exactly through 2 weeks. That's crazy.
For me, it's just going to come down to who's the healthier team. I mean, because there are rumors that Purdy's practicing. He practiced today. He
Well,
practiced
he's a game
yesterday.
time decision. Yes.
So like, if Purdy plays, like, I do think the 49ers win this game. But if he doesn't, I do think the Cardinals win because I just don't trust Mac Jones to win a big game like last week. Because like you talked about, they played the Saints.
But he made the Pro Bowl. He's a Pro Bowler. We're talking about.
You could say the same thing. Tyler Huntley.
Gardner Minshew made it.
Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl.
we don't talk bad on Gardner Minshew in this house, okay?
Yeah, Gardner Minshew, respect, man.
He might be the GOAT, okay?
He's one of the best backup quarterbacks.
When
to come
were the
in.
49ers
starter.
healthy?
Or
We're talking
starter.
about that. When was the last time the 49ers were healthy? Realistically.
2 years ago?
When they made the Super
2
Bowl.
years ago?
And
And,
that's-
when Jimmy G was their quarterback? Oh, he made the Super Bowl
And
after
then
that, too.
Brock Purdy.
Oh, my God.
Purdy Super Bowl.
Purdy played in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be
It's the
legal.
49
Couldn't be
IRs
legal.
right now. They're on IR. Their whole team feels like half the time.
It's-
But when
it's a hospital.
hold on, when McCaffrey's healthy, which he is right now, they're dangerous.
Yeah.
Put it blank, they're dangerous.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, honestly. And then now we got the biggest game of the week coming
yeah.
up. Chiefs at Giants. What do we
Night
think's
football.
happening in this Chiefs-Giants game?
Listen.
Chiefs are going to win, no doubt about it.
Chiefs might win this game by 60.
Hold on. Let's go.
Yeah,
over.
I mean-
Giants fan over here. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
yeah.
Russell
What are your
Wilson,
thoughts?
618 yards. Mahomes, 445, right? Russell Wilson, that just makes him better, right? We'll just take the stats.
That's fair.
3 touchdowns to 2 touchdowns. Last week, they were playing great. Jackson Dart, I want to ask you guys about it. As a Giants fan, Jackson Dart, he should start now or maybe he shouldn't start at all.
No,
I want to hear what you guys want to say.
I think he should wait until like maybe week 8 or 9 until
Yeah.
like Wilson finally falls off the planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's going to
absolutely.
happen. Like last year, I'm a Steelers fan. He fell off the face of the earth at the end of the year. Whenever it was kind of like crunch time. So whenever you guys have tough opponents, I mean, Dart's going to come in this season. He's
Yeah,
going to play.
absolutely.
Dart, I think, is going to be a good quarterback in the NFL.
I agree. Like Wilson, needs to mentor this guy right now. He's not. Dart, you can't just throw him right now. Dart.
Yeah.
I think Wilson is the perfect quarterback to help you develop. I think yesterday's game was a perfect. Last week's game is a perfect example of what his potential, what type of potential your mentor has.
Yeah.
So he's just perfect for it. But also I want to talk about that game last week. The stats are deceiving. They played the Cowboys. The defense sucks.
that is true.
Yeah,
You
we
might be
talk about
missing
the
an
best defense in the
important
league.
player.
coming to
They
the
were
league,
giving
all
up
of
a
sudden,
touchdown every possession almost.
Dak Prescott was dicing you guys up. That's a problem.
It may be because you're missing a specific player there, Fernando. I don't want to get too deep into it. But I know that was definitely a crushing day.
Don't remind me.
A crushing day, the Micah part. I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But also, I want to say
I don't
this.
think we need to get into
But
that.
also, I want to say this: the Chiefs have to win this game. They have to, because I read a stat this morning. If you start 0-3, the percentages of making the playoffs are so low. Since 2002, only three teams have made the playoffs out of 96 teams who have started in 3
Yeah,
and
and the
0-3.
Texans were the last team to do it, like 6 years ago.
And two teams were Mike Tomlin's team.
And what happens if the Giants beat the Chiefs on prime time?
They have to
and
fire
they're
Andy
0-3.
Reid, I think.
Like, what do you do?
I think
Is the team
Fire
done?
Andy
this is
Reid.
the first time since 2021 Week 5 that the Chiefs are the outright losers of the AFC West. First time since 2021 that they're the outright losers.
I agree.
And they're not. I can promise you that they're going to make sure something happens, and they're not going to stay that way.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Something's
going to
gonna
sneak in the playoffs.
Some
but-
devil magic is going to go somewhere.
But the Chargers own this division, that division.
All
right
I'm saying
now.
is if Justin Herbert has a non-contact injury, you know who the Chiefs were talking to. Okay.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally we have our Lions at Ravens,
what a matchup.
which is actually the game of the week.
Yeah, and
It's
then
the
Monday
game of the
night,
week.
game of the week.
I mean, both these offenses are high flying. It's going to be another 41-40 type game like it was for Bills Ravens. I mean, the Ravens being at home helps them tremendously because you saw two different Lions team. You saw the indoor Lions team and you saw the outdoors Lions team.
Yeah.
I think the outdoors Lions team shows up in this game and the Ravens win.
I couldn't agree more. This Ravens team has had this weird thing where they can't close out games, right? They can't
true.
find out
Yeah.
again good teams, bad teams. I watched my Raiders walk in and beat the Ravens in M&T Bank Stadium last year. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
they just can't
Exactly.
close out teams.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. And I think again they're going to get bit in the ass by themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
They're
The
gonna get
Ravens, I agree. The Ravens are going to win this game. The offense is playing lights out. I mean, they have the home field advantage, and also, we saw the Lions struggle against the Packers. The Ravens defense is still a really good defense. We can't give them. We can't take that out of credit. So I do think this has potential for a shootout.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
But I just think the Ravens have more talent than the Lions right now.
Yeah, I mean Lamar's 24-2 against NFC teams.
Yeah,
One of those
that's a
losses
ridiculous stat.
against Daniel Jones, by the way.
Indiana Jones. Give him some respect.
Daniel
Yeah.
Jones, but yeah, I think the Ravens. I mean, they're -4.5. I think that's a little egregious. I think it could be a field goal game.
Yeah.
But I think it's like
that's-
I'd take the over at 80.5.
Yeah.
Like,
Ravens.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
it's going to be
I know.
a great
It's
game.
going to be a crazy game. And then tonight, I mean,
Yeah.
the funeral of Mike McDaniel. R.I.P. man. The Bills might blow them out. He might get fired tomorrow morning.
It might be Tua's funeral tonight too. Joey Bosa
That's
coming
true.
off the edge.
I think every
Tua's
game
already
might
had
be.
enough of that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, looks like that is all we have for today. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll catch you back next week on Monday.